other day preaching the downfall and destruction of America. And it's the Camp GMS Cleveland. Before I get started, I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakadash.
give honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who will well, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect that preach the truth sincerely across the four corners of the earth. And Lord willing, this be an edifying camp. But hey, what we out here to do, we out here to warn you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indian descent, that you are the true Israelites according to the Bible, and everything that you've been taught, in your life has been a lie, through the school system, through the churches, and through the democracy, all the ways that this devil pushes to the people is lies, man. And the Lord set up his prophets, starting with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, all the way down, to give warning to our people, man. Because the Lord want to make his second return, man. When he make his second return, he destroying this place of America, and we want to stay in this place of America, and live that American dream way, that's not no dream anymore. What's gonna end up happening? You're gonna get destroyed with this place of America. I got a scripture to open up with. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13. Verse 2. It says, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles. And that's what we're doing, man. Hey, the Lord chose certain men to come out here and teach the truth, man. Hey, lifting up that banner, man, to telling you people that y'all are the Israelites, man. Telling y'all the truth, man. The true doctrine, man. Because, hey, these pastors, man, and you Jakes like vocab, well, not Jakes, but you people like vocab alone, and so on and so forth. Y'all don't have the truth, man. And that's why y'all always been on the apostles, always watching their videos, because y'all know deep inside that we have the truth. Y'all just been some demons. But hey, it's more that we still gonna be on people, man. God is to gather the elect. Because that's all who the Lord cares about right now. It's the elect of the nation of Israel. You got a precept, brother?
Yeah, you in Isaiah 13. You stopped at 2. Yeah. You want to read it one more time?
All right, it's the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 2. It say, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles.
Yeah. Just real quick, a classic, Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. Going into the gates of the nobles, going into the high places. That's why the scriptures talk about going to the chief place of concourse. All right, and what we're doing is the spirits that was back then are reincarnated doing the same thing they did in the past. Which when the prophets would hit the streets, you knew that destruction was near. You knew that the Lord was about to fulfill some type of prophecy, some major type of prophecy, from going from from Adam to Noah to whoever, Abraham to whoever the Lord had out there. The prophets was out there to set up a warrant, to be a warning for the people that hear, whether they hear or whether they forbear.
Yeah, because the prophets is the top people on earth who the Lord is dealing with.
Right.
The prophets is over the kings. So that's how the Lord deals with everybody on earth through his prophets. But ultimately that's how he deals with the nation of Israel, through the prophets.
Exactly.
And you read the next verse?
Yeah, I got you. This is Jeremiah 9. In verse 9, it says, "The prophet which prophesied of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord has truly sent him."
Right. So, hey, it's gonna be known. It's gonna be made manifest that the Lord sent men out here that you people look down upon as and they're low level men. They're not gonna be rich carnal, but they're gonna be rich in faith. But it's gonna be known that the Lord was dealing with a certain amount of men, and that's His prophets, man. Like Brother May mentioned, in all these different other kingdoms, before the fall came, He sent the prophets, man. So the word became known, the word became manifest, man. These devils, these top elites, they know these things, man. Everything that's in the Bible is 100% true, including the prophet. But I got a precept just to add on what the brother just read. This is Amos chapter 3, verse 7. It says, "Surely the Lord Yahweh Shah will do nothing, but He will build up His secrets to His servants, the prophets." So, the Lord is dealing with the prophets on a high level, and it's made known. The Lord make it known to the prophets because the prophets make it known to the people. And He bring it to pass, man. But it's gonna be known, man, and it's gonna be a big fat "I told you so" to a lot of Jakes out here. To a 2/3 of the nation of Israel, because you had the time to seek Yahweh Shah, but which you took advantage of that and used that time for folly, used it for wickedness. The Lord just saying, come back, seek Him. You had something, brother?
Yeah, because you had mentioned the Lord dealing with the rich in faith. This is the book of James, chapter 2 and verse 5. It says, "Hearken, my beloved brethren, have not Yahweh Shah chosen the poor of this world rich in faith?"
Nah, that's on the money right there. The Lord chose the poor of this world and rich in faith. Brothers is not rich carnal living in mansions and got private jets and shit like that, like a lot of sellout jakes do. Brothers is living low lives because the Lord is dealing with the low. It's the meek shall inherit the earth. What was the last part it said?
It say, "Hearken, my beloved brethren, have not Yahweh Shah chosen the poor of this world rich in faith and heirs of the kingdom which He hath promised to them that love Him?"
Oh, right. So, the prophets, man, the men of the Lord, and everybody that follow after the doctrine of Yahweh Shah, those men, they gonna receive a greater life than this, man. And that's the balance, man. The Lord got them low now, then in the future they gonna be high. And the ones who's high now gonna be low, man. And that's how the Lord works.
It say heirs of heirs of the kingdom.
Heirs of the kingdom. Joint heirs with Yahweh Shah. Hey, that's what we striving for. We ain't striving to be joint heirs with Satan or be joint heirs with Esau. Because Yahweh, the right hand side is way more powerful than the left hand side, and that's gonna last forever, man. It's gonna be for eternity. So, why giving to what it say in Hebrews? I'm about to get it real quick. This Hebrews chapter
And while you getting that, I got a real quick one for you. This is the book of 2 Kings, chapter 6 and verse 16. It say, "And he answered, Fear not, for they," because you said, paraphrasing what you said, you said we trying to be heirs with Yahweh Shah, not heirs with Hashatan. It say, "And he answered, Fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them." It say, "And he answered, Fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them."
Right. So, it's about this truth, man. You gotta seek Yahweh about you. Hey, if you wait Yahweh about you, Yahweh shall forget everybody else in the world, man. Because they have lost cause, man. But, hey, it say best for destruction. You know, the Lord is going to utterly destroy these people out here, man. You know, but if you got Yahweh about you, Yahweh shall, we gonna protect, we gonna guide you. Shit, Yahweh about you, Yahweh shall take care of brothers now, man. So how much reward for the time of Jacob's trouble? You know, and the Lord don't hold back His word. Everything He says is true. You know, so the Lord will give us the kingdom. We about to get immortality, man. We gonna have power. Hey, since you poured that on, I got this quick one in 2 John. We gonna have power with the Most High. And say how we gonna be many Most Highs in the kingdom, man. We gonna have spiritual power, but we ain't gonna die. You know, hey, pictures. Hey, somebody's telling you like, hey, you about to be rich. You gonna have abundant of women, abundant of children. You know, you gonna have planets. You gonna have your own galaxy. Oh wait, hold on. And you ain't gonna be able to die. Yeah, so guess what? You don't need no helmet, no astronaut suit to go out in space, man. You know, hey, but this is First John chapter 5, verse 3. No, it's like it. That's not it. First John chapter 4. So like that's not it. I'm looking for where it say if we shall be like that's 2 John. We're talking about we shall be like him. There's somebody that
And that's the son is an image of his father, man. You know what I'm saying? We, like you said, we're gonna be many Most Highs. You feel me?
No, it's First John. First John 3 and 2. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's it. This First John 3 and 2. It say, "Beloved, now are we the sons of the Most High, and it doeth not yet appear that we shall be." It's like it say, and it doeth not appear what we shall be. So right now it don't appear like that.
Right.
You know, going back to what the brother just read. You know, hey, that's why King David said, "Don't fret at the wicked prospering."
Right.
You know, because hey, the Lord's gonna make you prosper. The Lord's gonna lift you up. You know, hey, the Lord killeth, make him alive. He bring him low. So right now it's appearing that what we gonna be, what we shall be, it don't appear like that. But this is the next part of the verse say. Bring it back and say, "Love. Now are we the sons of the Most High, and it doeth not yet appear what we shall be, but we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is."
Exactly.
So when Yahweh Shah do appear, man, not no Jesus Christ, man, Yahweh Shah is going to appear. You know, a so-called black man from the tribe of Judah. He gonna crack them clouds, and when he beat up his elect with the chariots, then we gonna be like him. That's what he said. Yahweh Shah is in the image of his father. We gonna be in the image of both. You know? But about that Hebrews chapter 24, it's like Hebrews chapter 11, verse 24. It say, "By faith, Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season." You know, because hey, we was talking about how hey, we're not rich now, but guess what? The riches that's right now is of this life is of a season. It's not gonna last forever. But the riches to come is gonna last forever, and that's what we're seeking now. That's what we rich in by faith. We rich. Hey, we rich in faith, man, and we rich because we got the true riches, which is these scriptures, man. You know, the book of Proverbs talk about how wisdom and knowledge is more precious than rubies and gold. Let me paraphrase. You know, so we got the true riches, man. You know, and we the real, and because it also say that wisdom and knowledge bring forth riches. You know, so hey, either way it go, man, it's gonna benefit you, man. You know, spiritually, mentally, and carnally. Man. But right now, it's just mainly the spiritually and mentally part, man. Because Moses could have been up there with Pharaoh, you know, and living that Egyptian life. But he said, hell no, my people are going to suffer. I'm about to go after my people. You know, and we in captivity for our wickedness. You know, and the Lord gonna get us out. And what happened? The Lord used Moses to lead the children of Israel to the land, the Holy Land. And he was able to see.
I got push up.
I think that brother has something too. Oh,
Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 19. It says, behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee. I will save her that halted and gather her that was driven out, and I will give them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. In verse 20, at that time,
and Shalaki, just to speak on something, because a precept to that is in Ezekiel 39. Yeah, and because it said that the Lord was going to give us praise and all the lands have been put to shame. Because what we grew up calling ourselves niggas and deadbeats and wetbacks and spits. You know, we was nobody. But now in that same land, we being called the sons of the Most High, man. Being called the true Israelites, man. You know, the real Jews, man. You know, being called the children of the Most High, being able to call on the name of Yahweh Shah, man. You know, it's like when a parent put their child on punishment or whatever, and the punishment might it might tear you a little bit, but they might get their game back or something. You know what I'm saying? You might get your toys back or whatever, slow by slow until the punishment over. That's what the Lord doing with us. He gave us our heritage back. You know, and brothers is great in the knowledge and wisdom and history and stones and so on. As the brother here, you know, the Lord is doing things for that.
And it's not what's going to understand it.
What you say?
It's not what's going to understand it. So I got that Ezekiel 39.
Oh shit, you get it real quick. You go back to that.
This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 39 and verse 7. It says, so will I make my holy name known in the midst of my people Israel, and I will not let them pollute my holy name anymore. And the heathen shall know that I am the Lord, the Holy One of Israel.
Right, so all of that putting us to shame and our people and shit, that's over with, man. It's an uplift, man. Like Apostle Tahar said, hey, this is the great awakening right here, man. You know, our people is coming back to their true heritage and actually following Yahweh Shah. You know, through the minutes in this wicked ass society, man. You know, because really, because we in this flesh, so we gonna sin regardless. But what make it harder that we living in a wicked society, trying to be righteous, man. That's what makes this fight harder. But hey, bring it back.
This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 39 and verse 7. So will I make my holy name known in the midst of my people Israel, and I will not let them pollute my holy name anymore. And then it's like it. And the heathen shall know that I am the Lord, Yahweh Shah, the Holy One of Israel.
Right. And the heathens gonna know too, man.
Right.
This gonna be known across the whole earth. It say every knee shall bow, man. And like it say Isaiah 60, all those that don't worship thee shall perish. All those that don't serve thee shall perish, man. So, hey, either way it go, everybody gonna serve Yahweh Shah at the end of the day, man. You know, but could you jump down to verse 25?
Verse 25. Therefore, thus said the Lord, Yahweh Shai, now will I bring again the captivity of Jacob and have mercy upon the whole house of Israel, and will be jealous for my holy name.
Keep going.
After that, they have borne their shame and all their trespasses, whereby they have trespassed against me when they dwelt safely in their land, and none made them afraid. It says, when I have brought them again from the people and gathered them out of their enemies' land, and am sanctified in them in the sight of many nations.
All right, so the Lord is going to be sanctified in us in the sight of many nations, man. And how he being sanctified to us right now is by having his man go out there and preach his truth, man. You know, hey, by giving us his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and glorifying him in it, man. You know, hey, it say this gospel shall be preached through all the world, and then shall the end come. You know, and so, hey, we go to China, guess what? China got phones, so guess what? You go on YouTube and watch videos. You know, you know, get a whole breakdown to a whole book on YouTube. You know, in China, man, or wherever you at. You know, finish it out. And you can go back to that.
It says, then shall they know. Well, verse 27, it says, when I have brought them again from the people and gathered them out of their enemies' lands, and am sanctified in them in the sight of many nations. It says, then shall they know that I am the Lord, their power, which caused them to be led into captivity among the heathen, but I have gathered them unto their own land, and have left none of them any more there.
Right, so the Lord will deliver us, man. Deliverance is coming to the nation of Israel. We've been in slavery for 500 years, man. You know, hey, serving this devil, man. You know, hey, 500 years, man, serving this devil. Hey, before that, we've been in slavery more than one time. Just constantly going to slavery because we kept messing up. But guess what? This time the Lord about to deliver us. Deliver us from sin. You know, and deliver us from these weak bodies, and deliver us out of the hand of our enemies, man. Starting with the so-called white man, because that's our main enemy, and that's who's on top right now, man. You know, that's who's ruling right now, the so-called white man. You know, hey, but the Lord gonna deliver us out of our enemies, and He gonna have our enemies in our hands, like how the Lord gave King David all his enemies into his hands. The Lord will do that to us. Why? Because we be in faithful service. Hey, no, but ultimately, because he said he gonna have mercy. You know?
And that was in the songs that David, paraphrasing the scripture. David, he had a song that said, "Give me the heathen for an inheritance." Paraphrasing.
Right, ask me, and I will give you the heathen for our inheritance. Well, I think it's one more verse. But you can go back to that.
Okay, it says, neither will I hide my face anymore from them, for I have poured out my spirit upon the house of Israel, said the Lord, Yahweh Shai.
The Lord poured out his spirit. You know, hey, they starting with our business, you know, hey, and all the way down now to the apostles and elders, great millstone, all the way down to the newest brother that's following after that doctrine, man. The Lord poured out his spirit. You know, hey, this is that great awakening that's happening, man. You know, hey, you go back to that, brother. Bring it back.
Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 19. Behold, at the time I will undo all that iniquity, and I will save her that halted, and gather her that was driven out.
Right, so hey, the Lord is gathering. You know?
And I will give them praise and fame in every land.
And that praise and fame is on the low level, but it's gonna be on the high level. You know, because even before y'all try to come back, brothers gonna be having spiritual powers. You know, it says 7 women shall take hold of one man. you know how much from the level you gotta be to have literal, we just gonna say literal, bro, you know how much level you gotta be to have 2 women in that
Yeah,
day?
hey,
What?
hey, cause even with Jake that got a lot of money and shit, you know, NBA YoungBoy and all them niggas, they try to do that shit, but they still be finding themselves in fuck up situations. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because they're
Yeah.
not at a high vibration.
Yeah,
so.
they ain't not in a high vibration. So when they deal with another woman, they look at it as cheating. So that leaves the woman with some type of form of mindset. Well, I can go cheat. Well, you know what I mean? It's a whole bunch of confusion that goes on. But when the scripture talk about in Isaiah 4 verse 1, it ain't gonna be no confusion. It's either gonna get on or get off. You know?
Right. Then they said we gonna eat our own bread, wear our own apparel. Like, look, you don't even gotta find us no food, bro. We gonna find our own shit to put up with.
Yeah,
like,
man.
bro, like that's, bro. You know how much on the level you gonna have to be on in that day, man. And the Lord, He pouring His Spirit upon us now.
Right.
So whatever brothers not is, they'll have the strength to deal with whatever they're gonna deal with.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
And that goes to what we were saying earlier. Jake trying to fulfill prophecy now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Trying to fulfill prophecy now by trying to, like you said, young boy. Yeah. They're trying to fulfill prophecy now by trying to do all that right now, but we gotta wait on the Lord. The Lord gonna make all that stuff manifest, man. Because we're not in the vibration to do the stuff that Jake trying to do, man.
Yeah, not just the NBA Young, but all them niggas, man. They make money and they you know, they because a woman gonna naturally flock to the money, but that's not where the power at. The power is really, you know, spirit. You know?
The power is the wisdom.
Right.
The reason they flocking in that day is gonna be because the wisdom that the Lord gave us. Isaiah 33 and 6, Isaiah 65 and 12.
And that goes back to the riches.
Right.
Money, paper money, that shit gonna be done away with. Cause that's just Confederate though. That's nothing. That's gonna be done away with. So what's going? Oh, and guess what? Silver and gold ain't gonna be delivered either.
Right.
So what's gonna be the deliverance? I mean, what's gonna be the deliverance? What's gonna be the riches in that day? It's wisdom and knowledge.
Yep.
You had something?
I got something real quick. It's this book of Matthew. Damn.
You get that silver and gold and cast some streets.
You know, I gotta find it. So like you kind of talk about wisdom.
This is Psalms chapter 19, verse 9. It says, "The fear of the Lord Yahweh is clean, endure forever. The judgments of the Lord are true and righteous altogether." Verse 10 is the point. More to be desired are they than gold, yet than much fine gold, sweeter also than honey and the honeycomb. You know, I said verse 19, the fear of the Lord, that's what true wisdom is.
I found it. This is book of 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 19.
Oh, so like just to add on your point, in Proverbs 2 it talks about that if you seek this wisdom as treasure, as the treasure, then you gonna understand the fear of the Lord. You know, because the fear of the Lord is the fear of wisdom. But as you grow in the wisdom, you'll understand it even more.
Right.
You'll get a deeper understanding.
Right.
I got what you got.
Real quick, this is book of 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 19. It says, I might have to get 18. It says, verse 18. Verse 17. It says, charge them that are rich in this world, that they be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches, but in the living power, who giveth us richly all things to enjoy. It says that they do good. It says that they do good, that they be rich in good works, ready to distribute, willing to communicate. It says, laying up in store for themselves a good foundation against the time to come. Because brothers gonna know how to. The only reason that the Lord is gonna give brothers, we're gonna have our different lives. Some brothers gonna have to be martyrs or whatever. But the only reason brothers gonna give brothers these different deliverances and spiritual powers is because they gonna be able to deal with these things. You know what I mean? They gonna be able to. We're not gonna be niggas with spiritual powers. You know what I mean? The Lord won't give no niggas some spiritual powers. It say, laying up and store for themselves a good foundation against the time to come, that they may lay hold on eternal life.
Right. Because that's what also we want to lead to, man. And who gonna get the glory of at the end of the day? How about you know God?
Right.
these things, man.
Right.
To go through these things. And actually be cool with it, though. Like,
Yeah, God.
hey, talk about, when Moses left off the mountain, his whole confidence was there. They was scared of him. He had to put a veil on and shit.
Yeah.
You know, like, so, like,
I got
it's great times coming, man.
I got that precept that you quoted. This is Ezekiel 7:19. Ezekiel 7:19. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity. Hey, it's crazy.
Yeah, man.
It's a stumbling block. Nigga, like, I got this.
Yeah.
No, nobody not gonna care about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Hey,
God.
look,
All that.
bro, somebody will kill your ass and
Right.
take the money still.
Right.
Like,
Yep.
boom.
Yeah, kind, man.
Yeah, that's why Yahushua said you can't serve Yahweh and Mammon. You know what I'm saying? Mammon being money, you can't. That's their God, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're gonna look forward to it in that day. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't had the riches, the true wealth of the mind, man. I got one more.
Say where your heart is, that's where your treasure.
Yeah, as a man thinketh, so is he, man. Oh, I got one more. It's like you got it. It's Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times.
It's gonna keep you stable. Hey, so somebody can look at the word stability real quick.
Blue letter.
Google it.
You got it?
See what Google says.
Go ahead.
See what Google says.
Okay, come.
It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure.
Right, that's what's going to get you through what's coming. Wisdom and knowledge. Not stacking up food.
Right.
Not being elbow. That's not what the difference is. Hey, cause that's a totally minds place of depth. Oh, you want to say?
This etymology for stability. It says firmness, of resolve, mental, equilibrium. Yeah. It says mental equilibrium. It says established firmness, solid stability.
Right, you're going to be solid in that day, man. You ain't gonna worry about nothing. You know, hey, cause hey, you say about serving the Lord without fear. You know, you're not gonna fear in that day. You know, hey, you gonna feel like bro. We gonna feel like gods.
Yeah.
Bro, Lord, what are we the elect, man? The elect, anytime of trouble, gonna be gods in the flesh, bro.
Yeah, bro. Hey, it's a moral here though, but yeah. Hey, it's gonna be so crazy because while everybody mourning and motherfucking just being destroyed, you know, it's gonna be a certain amount of men out here with smiles on their faces. Like you wouldn't expect no smile to be on a man's face in a time where all hell is breaking loose.
Well, Salaki, that's why I say this. When you jump down to 14, Isaiah 33:14 says, the sinners in Zion are afraid. Fearfulness have surprised the hypocrites. Who among us should dwell with the devouring fire? Who among us should dwell with everlasting burnings?
And look, why they gonna be afraid, man? Niggas not doing shit with their life, man. Niggas is being wicked.
Yep.
Hey, before Paul died, he said, hey, I fought a good fight. I finished my course. I kept the faith. He ain't worried about being judged all bad or nothing. See, he knew he did the right thing.
Right.
He did what he had to do. These niggas not doing what they gotta do, man. And they don't got no type of stability within themselves.
Yep.
So when that day comes, they go, bro, they say, mighty man shall come with it. Yeah. Toughest nigga. You know, screaming like screaming like an Edomite woman, man.
Yeah.
It's a durability. Yeah, man. That durability, because hey, this truth is gonna be the last man standing. The only thing that still has stamina.
That weathered the storm. You know what I'm saying? Durability. It's like it's either you glass or you elastic. Either you bend or you break. You know what I'm saying? The truth will never break, man.
Right.
The men that follow this truth will never break, man.
We go back to be that endurance to the end.
Right.
Durability is endurance.
Right.
That's it.
even when they locked down everything, what was still going on? The truth was still coming
Yeah.
out.
Yup.
Brothers were
Con.
Still
brothers-
fellowship. Yup.
Right.
Eating.
Yeah, I
Yup.
remember the apostles was out there with the face
Hey,
mask.
right. Brothers
Yeah.
at camp. Right.
Con.
But guess what? Your Baptist church was closed though.
Yup.
Right.
You know,
Yep.
hey, Trump said all the churches had to close.
Yep.
You know, and you ain't see them.
Yeah.
Right. You ain't see Jehovah's Witnesses standing on the block no more.
Right. Right. The Muslim cats out there. You don't see them.
Right.
Then guess what? We still out here. We
Yeah.
still
Right.
out here.
Yeah, con.
Weather in the storm, man.
This morning.
Yeah, it says durability, consistency. It says security, steadfastness.
Hey, it says consistency.
Yeah.
Hey, the Lord's word is consistent, man, throughout the ages, man.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Con.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
That's
Yeah.
heavy. Go ahead, bro.
It says
Hold on,
state.
somebody, I got a quick precept real quick. It's from Ruth chapter 4 verse 1. It say this is the book of the commandments of the Most High. So the commandments is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right?
Mm-hmm.
It say, and the law that endure forever. Right. And it say consistency,
Yeah.
right?
Durability,
So, hey,
yeah.
this will always be.
Con.
Oh, this is eternity, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, because the Most High is eternal.
Con.
You know?
Con.
And Son Yahweh Shai is eternal.
What the scripture say?
Hey,
Righteousness is
say
immortal.
that
I was
the
just
Lord is
thinking
the
that. I
God
literally
of
quoted
life.
that in my mind. Yeah.
You know, hey, the
Wisdom
Lord just
Solomon,
goes on forever, man. Hey,
Uh-huh.
it say, all they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. Right. So you gonna come to life. This is the tree of life right here, man.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna come to life. You gonna be alive. You gonna live. You know?
Con.
Hey, you gonna live. You gonna
The scripture say righteousness is immortal.
come.
It says, "He that what it say? He that wander about out of the congregation should he that damn I'm butchering it, but he said he that how I go he that go out the way of understanding should remain in the congregation of the dead." Roughly paraphrasing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So hey, that's the book right there. This life. We just what's Yahweh Shah said, "I'm the vine." No, John 15. He said, "You must abide in me and I in you." Right? Because he's the embodiment of his word. He said, the whole book is written of me, man. So this is the only life in the world. That's why we able to live throughout all the death around us, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says security, steadfastness.
First Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 45. It says, and so it was written, the first man Adam was made a living soul, and the last Adam was made a quickening spirit. And that's Yahweh Shah being that lively spirit, the spirit that's in us. You know, they go to John, what's that, John 6 and 33, you know, about a quickening spirit. I think it is, what's that?
Oh,
Yeah,
no, that's
yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So being made, that's being alive, man. You know what I'm saying? So that, you know.
I can get that for you real quick. It's John chapter 6, verse 63. It say, it is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life.
Yep.
So this is the spirit.
That's how it's shot, you know what I'm saying? Because, like you said, you know, to endure these things, we have to have that quickening spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? That spirit that's alive.
First Peter chapter 2 verse 5. It says, "You also, as lively stones, are built up in a spiritual house, with holy priesthood, to offer up spiritual sacrifices, acceptable to Yahweh by Yahweh Shah Mashiach." And we're going into, you know, that's the third temple, you know, and our foundation is Yahweh Shah. The Bible is you got to be enthusiastic about these things. That's passion, innovate. So it's sincere, you know.
You can't look at the truth as
Sure.
right, sure. So you
Con.
gotta do it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
You know, because the Lord ain't say that. He said choose life or death.
Right.
You know, hey, so you gotta make a choice and you gotta want to. You know, hey, of course this is a commandment
should be like an addiction rather than it's something that you gotta do that you. Because if you gotta do it, then sometimes you might not feel like doing it. You know what I mean? Like
I got one more quick. It's James 1:21. It says, "Wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word, which is able to save your souls." Yeah, so that, like y'all going into it, the word is able to cleanse you and to save your soul, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to be with Howard Shaw when he said in Revelations 11 to come up hither. Revelations 18, come out of her. You know what I'm saying? We want to be beamed up, and the only way to make that happen is to be clean, man. To have them clean garments on. Like I had a vision, in that dream when everything was around me.
Right.
My wife turned against me. I had these people over here. And then at the same time, a chariot beat me up, and I felt myself changing. So in order to get in them chariots, man, these bodies can't go in them chariots, man. So we got to be clean. We got to have them garments on, spotless. Yeah. And the only way to do that is through the word, man.
The scripture say that the Lord cannot behold evil. So he can't even look at these bodies, man. What the hell he gonna lift up these weak ass bodies that be lusting after the flesh and doing all type of weird ass shit? He gonna let a body like that inside of a chariot? One of his holy chariots?
And they say flesh and blood can't enter.
Right.
The flesh is wicked.
Right.
The spirit work against the flesh.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta we gonna be spiritual bodies, man.
And even on the earthly sense, these bodies can't even go past the Shemayim. That's why Esau be needing helmets and all that shit.
Right. And you can't even do that shit.
Yep.
Hey, was somebody still in that First Corinthians 15? Shit, I got it. Start at verse 49.
First Corinthians 15, verse 49. And as we have borne the image of the earth, we shall also bear the image of the heavens. Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of Yahweh. Neither of corruption inherit incorruption.
We gonna be incorruptible, man. But through the process of being incorruptible, we gotta put on the immortal, which is the scriptures. We gotta live these scriptures. This gotta be your life. This ain't. You can't look at this as a religion or something you just do on the weekends or we get bored. You gotta have this be your life. Like you gotta actually live this, man. And that's why a lot of people fall off the truth, man, because they don't make this a part of their life. They don't dedicate themselves with it, man.
The scripture says this is our first love, man. It said ravish her, man. Be ravished with her love.
Just like if you take the woman for Jake, that woman is stuck on you. That woman's gonna be stuck on you.
Take hold of.
First Corinthians 9, verse 14. Even so had the Lord ordained that they would preach the gospel to live of the gospel.
Right. We preach it, so we should live it. Because if we don't live it, that means we're being hypocrites. We just as bad as the roaches ready to pass in the church. We just as bad as that. Hey, that's what the scribes and Pharisees was doing in Yahweh Shah time. Hey, shit, before that, they was just being niggas. They was preachers all looking all big at the border of people. Some all keep the law and shit, but they not doing they following after pagan customs.
Hey, the scriptures say their deeds exceed the deeds of the wicked, man. You know what I'm saying? So Jake was more wicked than goddamn Esau, man. Hey,
how I'm gonna tell somebody to stop smoking if I'm smoking? Anybody listen to anybody? I remember Elder Kazak from Mississippi and the brother Ayash Khan, he was doing a video, and the name of the video was basically, let me paraphrase it, it was called You are becoming what are you reading, like we performing into what we read. And when I was watching it, it made me think of that saying in the world, what would you eat? Because we spiritually eat what the scripture say, eat the whole road. Because we don't eat this road. So, hey, we don't read this, we don't live it. Hey,
why a lot of guys, say that we don't have the whole truth because they don't eat the whole road. You know? Hey, a little leaven left enough to hold on, though.
1 Corinthians 9:27. But I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway. Preaching, so we gotta do what the scriptures say, otherwise we'll be hypocrites. Okay, like you said, like what the Pharisees were doing, making the outside of the cup clean, like we were doing it to Matthew 23.
They were so bold to even when they started praying to the Lord, they was like, Lord, I am not as this publican.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Shit, I do this, I do that. That's real prideful, man. You know?
It was getting the glory of man.
Yeah.
Trying to see the glory of God.
Yeah. Yep.
This is Sirach, Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 29. It says, "Be not a hypocrite in the sight of man, and take good heed what thou speakest."
Right. So hey, you're supposed to take your own advice, man. We tell our people to come back to the Lord, but if we ain't seeking the Lord, who are we to tell them? You know, and that's why you say be a double honest to your elders, because the apostles and elders, they've been out there 30 plus years, man.
Right.
Picture being in America for 30 plus years, knowing the truth, growing old into the truth, and you still on fire.
That's how you know it's the Spirit, man. The Spirit is a ministering fire, man. You know, that kept the apostles going through the tough times. That goes what we were saying earlier. They withered the storm because while they was drinking that true water, man, that living water, they live in it, like you were saying. They reading and they live in it. It's a part of them, man.
Hey, they kept their integrity.
Yep.
Right.
You know, they could have did anything. They could have. They made mention of Esau coming up with checks and shit. Right, how much you want, just don't preach that name. And right, however much we'll give it to you, just don't preach the name. They said, fuck that shit, man. You know?
That's where you get the 501c3 coming in. You know?
That's how you know them camps had situations like that.
See,
got paid out.
Right. Because you got guys who was teaching the name but not doing it no more.
Yep.
They was even preaching the microchip back in the 80s. Even before, in the early 90s, like even before he was even, you know what I'm saying, like even manifested. Right.
So you got something on integrity. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Proverbs 19:1. Better is the poor that walketh in his integrity than he that is perverse in his lips and is a fool.
Right, so it's better to walk in your integrity. And just to finish the story, man. You know, than just giving up. Hey, it's one thing to get into a fight with somebody and you lose. What's another thing if you just run away from the fight?
Right.
That's gonna be worse than losing.
Yeah.
You know,
because without honor, man,
we ain't no integrity.
Yeah, kind of.
Man, you hop on the bus, got up through. You know. But I got a precept. It said Job is gonna let me be weighed. Keep the balance.
Yep.
I don't remember where it's at.
Job 6:2.
What that say?
Hold that by grief for thoroughly weighed.
No. They gonna let me be weighed.
Right. It's 31:6.
It's Job 31:6. Let me be weighed in the even balance that the Most High may know my integrity. It's a balance at the end of the day, man. You know, and like Job said to his wife, he's like, so now we take good with the bad with the Most High. Hey, the Most High created good in you.
Right.
You know, so if you got that balance, you're going to keep your integrity. You know, if you're going to be cool one moment, then you're going to be low one moment. You know, and that's what's going to increase your integrity because you're still serving y'all much more. At the end of the day.
Exactly.
Psalms 139, verse 23. Search me, O Most High, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts, and see if there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting.
And he's saying purify them, man. Hey,
Right.
get all that filthiness out of them. You know, that was the Psalm of David.
Yeah.
Right. King David, it's towards the Most High, towards the Most High. You know, he did what he did to the best of his ability, but he still do a certain Yahweh.
Right.
You know, and before he died, he made sure that he had a righteous son take over the throne. You know, it's kind of more. We can go into that verse 15.
First Corinthians 15, verse 51. Behold, I shew you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed.
Right. Everybody, look, we ain't gonna all die.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, dying in the flesh not death anyway.
Right.
You just transition to a whole other body, you in a whole other dimension.
Right. Reincarnation. That's what it means. Yeah.
Right. Like your spirit's still alive, and you still know what's going on. You just not in that carnal flesh.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but hey, it said, we shall all not sleep, but we all shall be changed.
Right. That's why. And you said, you still know what's going on, but not only just that, but shit, you were in a better state than you is down here. That's why Yahweh Shah said in the book of Ecclesiastes that he praised the dead more than I gotta get that.
Blue letter for incorruption. You know what I'm saying? That goes into the reading. This is a blue letter for incorruption. It says purity, sincerity, and corrupt. You know, so in order for us to cast off the corruption, we have to put on that get that incorruption. The incorruption is that purity. You know what I'm saying? Sincerity of something about that.
You saying sincerity too?
Yep, purity, sincerity, and corrupt.
Right, you're gonna be perfect, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's gonna be perfect, you know. But go back. Take half
This is book of Ecclesiastes. This is book of Ecclesiastes chapter 9, at verse I'll start at 4. It says, for to him, verse 5, it says, for the living know that they shall die, but the dead know not. Actually, that's not it.
Verse 51. Behold, 1 Corinthians 15, verse 51. Behold, I shew you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed.
And how is it? It's a mystery because, hey, this been hid. According to Colossians 1:28, this mystery, it's been hid for many generations, for a long time, man. You know, hey, the books were sealed. You know, but Yahweh Shah came to unseal the books. You know.
Hopefully, you guys still have that.
Anyway, right. But hey, the Lord made known this mystery, man. And guess what? The mystery is the gospel, man. That the gospel is for the Israelites, and that you gonna be immortal. You gonna move up on top.
Right.
Hey, Deuteronomy 7:6. I have chosen thee to be a special people to himself.
Mm-hmm.
Above all people on the face of the earth. Let me paraphrase it. Hey, if the Lord chose us, like Ezra said, if the world was made for our sakes, why we don't have an inheritance?
Right.
But we about to get that inheritance.
Right.
Oh, you follow me?
King David asked that too. He said, "How long should the wicked triumph, man?" Shit, we all crying out to the Lord. That's what we praying, man.
And the whole creation mourning for the manifestation of children of Yahweh.
Right.
You know?
1 Corinthians 15, verse 52. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, when the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall all be changed.
In the twinkling of an eye. That's quicker than a blink. Quicker than a second. That fast. A whole new body on a whole different level. You speaking Paleo Hebrew fluent, you know, and you know, and you ain't gonna have pure skin, you ain't gonna have leprosy, skin illness. You ain't gonna have illness, period.
Hey, like that vision that lady had of the kingdom. She said everybody was beautiful, man.
Yeah.
She said I'm already beautiful, but dang, I was beautiful. that's hey, man, everything gonna be glorified,
right?
Man.
Yeah.
The colors gonna change. Everyone see real colors, different smells.
Yep.
Man.
You gonna have your own vibration. I think it was a brother from Chicago, if I'm not mistaken. Brother had a vision of the kingdom, and it was like, it was so, he said every Jake had tailor-made shit, wait, he said it was tailor-made, like, according to how their spirit was, so their outfit was like, their outfit represented their spirit, basically, like,
Man. Gonna have an aura. Gonna be on point, man. Just can't wait, man. But I got that.
We're gonna have our way, man. Because right now we don't got our way. We got the bottom, but
Right.
we're gonna have our way. He said we're gonna be changed, man. You know? If you was that, hey, we that person, we can't do shit. We can't defend ourselves. We can't do shit.
Yeah, right.
We under this devil.
Right.
But in the times to come, we gonna be superior, man. You know, and everybody gonna know it, man. Everybody, man.
That's why I said in Wisdom Solomon 5, man, the strangest of our salvation, man. You know what I'm saying? They said, is this he? You know what I'm saying? Who he has sometime in derision, a proverb and reproach, man. You know what I'm saying? How is he number amongst the children of God, man?
God, that's spirit.
I might as well just read it real quick.
52, verse 53. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality.
Right.
You know, everything is spiritual before it's physical.
Right.
Yep.
1 Corinthians 15 and 54. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory.
Death is swallowed up in victory. You gonna have victory, man. And it say when your house starts, set crowns on the bed, it said that they have palms in their hands. Palms represent victory.
Yep.
You know, we're gonna have victory with Yahweh. You know, and Yahweh got victory.
Right.
He overcame death. He overcame the flesh. But hey, we gonna overcome death too. Overcome the flesh, Lord willing, man.
That's Hebrews 2. He said it behooved him to be made like his brethren.
Right.
So that he can secure us who are tempted. You know what I'm saying? He went through the same stuff so we can overcome that, man. Like everything Israel do is what Yahweh Shah had to, he went through and did, man.
Yeah, and then Jake, that's a beautiful point because you know, right.
What you say?
I said that's what the scripture said that the servant is in no way above his master. Right.
Well, yeah, and then that's what Yahweh Shah is like. You should not call me master no more, but friend, man. You know what I'm saying? A friend know your secrets. You know what I mean? A friend know the ins and outs. A friend know you better than your parents know you, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit, your wife is your friend, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when we actually call friends of the Lord, it's like that's it, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, Lord got to be his friends.
Right. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? When was the righteous called Abraham a friend of the Most High.
Exactly.
Did you forsake Abraham? No, he didn't.
Exactly.
I said that a man will lay down his life for his friend.
Yep.
That's exactly what Yahusha did.
Yep.
For, you know what I'm saying, for the elect. You know what I mean?
Two precepts for the victory. Psalm 98, verse 1. It says, a song, O sing unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, a new song, for he hath done marvelous things. His right hand and his holy arm have gotten him the victory. Like, that's Yahushua, man. That right hand and that holy arm, Yahushua. It says in verse Isaiah 25 and 8, he will swallow up death in victory, and Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, the Most High, will wipe away tears from off all faces. And the rebuke of his people shall he take away from off all the earth. For Yahweh Hashem Yahushua has spoken it. So that's what the Lord is coming to do, man. Coming to give us that victory, man. You know, it's like the victory is going to wipe away our tears, but, you know, like in the world, like you win a championship, Jake be crying and shit, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, brothers going to be emotional in that day because the Lord going to finally make good on his promise that he gave to his friend Abraham. You know, so that's how we got the promise from his friend Abraham, you know.
And just like you said, also, we get through captivity after captivity after captivity. You know, Jake just, shit, we ready to get the kingdom. So when we do get that victory, it's gonna be an enormous victory, man.
I got you. I got you right here.
I got a precept.
What you got? Oh yeah, hold that real quick. Revelations 21 and 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea.
That new heaven and new earth represents a new rulership, a new power, a new authority. Because when you go in that word, that Greek word, new in that verse, it goes back to kainos, which means to refresh.
Yeah.
You know, hey, this place got to be purified because it's filthy right now.
Yep.
You know, hey, and the Lord's about to get the filthy out of power too.
Yep.
You know, hey, because Esau can't be purified.
Yep.
You know, hey, in the combat, it's going, hey, Hebrews 12 and in the combat, it's going to how that's the only nation that can't repent. Esau ain't.
Yep.
You know, hey, they're born with a curse.
Right. Yep.
You know,
Yep.
so, hey,
that's why this earth, the sun eat them up, man. The earth hate them. Like, there's no going back, man.
After 52, the soul's not right. So, you know what I'm saying? It ain't got nothing to do with his existence on the earth. It's just his spirit is never right. You know what I'm saying? It was made like that.
Right. That's why no matter what body he embodies, it's always gonna be.
Whether it's Cain
or
or Esau,
right. Exactly. Exactly.
Right. Edomites that try to make sin with Jake to look like Jake.
Yep. Yep.
You still like Edomites.
Yep.
Like,
yep. Yeah. It says, and I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And right, like Jeremiah was 6 and 2. We're that comely and delicate woman. Mm-hmm. You know, the marriage is ready, because right now we're preparing a marriage right now, and then the marriage will be finally seen in the world, man. It says, and I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle, the house of God, or Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, is with men.
That's what we first and foremost deal with.
Yep.
You know, like you say, Proverbs 8, the sons of men. You know, the Lord dealing with the men of the nation of Israel, and he dealing with the woman of Israel through the man.
Right. Yeah.
You know, hey, I always use an example. Let's say it's all right. Like, all right, this brother right here. Let's say I'm driving, and I see him, his wife, and his kids. It's raining. I ride past, I see him, and I'm like, hey, can you ride? Cause wife and kids gonna hop in the car because they with him.
Yep. Right. Yep.
You know, so that's how Yahushua look at it with the nation of Israel. While he's dealing with the men of Israel, first and foremost the prophets. Then, if they got women, children, stuff, etc., he deals with them through those men.
Because like the scripture said, the women shall be saved in childbearing. Like about to get it in 1 Corinthians, that the men is the glory of Yahweh Shemiah Shah. If the dogs was the glory of Yahweh Shemiah Shah, or if the woman was the glory of Yahweh Shemiah Shah, then the dogs and the women would be out here prophesying. You know, so Yahweh Shemiah Shah, he glory in the men. And then the men, the glory of the man is the woman. You know, and so forth and so on. So
Yeah, it's it.
And a woman's glory is her hair.
Right, right.
Her,
You know, so hey, that's how you know how bad it is. But
This shit
at the end of the day,
yeah, I don't even know. I got it so
he
fixed.
said by the time right about the dwelling place is for the man. What's the dwelling place? The temple. You know, that's where the well was at.
Right.
I'm gonna finish it out. It says, you got it. It says that he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and Yahweh himself shall be with them, and be their power, and Yahweh shall wipe away all their tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. And he that sat upon the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, Write, for these words are true and faithful.
So that means it's gonna happen. So that means it's gonna happen. One day.
Woo, that's heavy, boy.
Yahweh said, I make all things new.
And that proves that Esau and them not the Jews, because they catching each other going to war. As soon as you turn 18, you gotta go to war. All of it, like what? That's what that scripture said. It said ain't gonna be no more pain, no more sorrow. You know, they constantly go through sorrow and pain.
Ever since 1948, soon they got over there, man.
I was about to say, in the land of Israel, you have to register in the army. Every male is in the army. You know what I'm saying? Whether you got to go or not, that's up to them. But every citizen is eligible for the army. So how, you know what I'm saying? Like, how that's a fulfillment of the prophecy, man? The scripture said there gonna be no more war.
Right. We over here in America in a low life estate under these curses, barely making it by paycheck to paycheck. You know, dealing with like all type of shit. Look, on top of that, like you know, Esau, look, even with these cars, these are just more like that. Esau, if a car fucked up, he better buy a whole new. Brother car fucked up, all right, now something else fucked up on it. And that's fucked up on it. That's fucked up. Like, it just keep going. No, but one day it ain't gonna be none of that.
Right.
You ain't gonna have to work. You ain't gonna have to lose sleep to pay bills. You ain't have to pay bills. But
Wake up, your back hurting and shit.
And Esau, he make an artificial way of everything because he want to take away the natural way. That's why the Lord created certain creatures, you know what I'm saying, to fly or to get you from point A to point B.
And to clean the earth.
Right. Esau do away with the animals and the creatures, and he create machinery.
But then because he don't know how to till the earth. Because now you do that, and then what happened to the animals that's supposed to cleanse the ocean and cleanse the heat?
Right.
y'all ever seen Wall-E before?
Yeah.
Remember how like the earth was just fucked up and everybody on some
Esau's
spaceship died and shit. Eating GMOs.
That's Esau's vision of how the world is supposed to be. You know, this nigga got to get destroyed. You know.
What's going on?
First Corinthians 15, verse 54. So when this corruptible shall put on incorruption, and this mortal shall put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, Death is swallowed up in victory. Woo! O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? The sting of death is sin, and the strength of sin is the law. But thanks be to the Most High, which giveth us the victory through our Lord Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. For as much as ye know that you...
Wait. We gotta take summers off. We gotta
Winners off.
right. We gotta take a break, man. You know, we gotta take
Make
off our
excuses.
family.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta, man.
Take my daughter to
I
the doctor.
ain't coming to camp for a minute. I gotta get my shit
You
together.
gotta build a new Nazareth, brother. You gotta build a new Nazareth.
Right.
There's another one.
HOI.
Yeah, it was one that came out here. I forgot it though. But, you know, brothers got Hebrew Black Wall Street. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta, we gotta get a king. You know, we gotta get a. I heard one like they said you gotta get a king. You need to make a king. How you gonna be a king in another man's king?
Yeah, exactly, bro.
You're a
Exactly.
king with an American citizen.
Exactly, bro.
Marshall Ray Yasharala, man, make their own government.
Government,
You
yep,
know what I'm saying?
yep.
Like, that's a folly, man. You know?
Yeah, so who the king of that government? I wonder.
Right.
Hey, it say always abounded in the work of the Lord, man. This is your life. Like
Right.
you coming, all right, this is your life now. Like this is what
Right.
you was like Paul said, I'm a slave for Yahweh Shah.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you a servant for whoever.
Prisoner.
You know, this is your life. Like, period, point blank.
I got one real quick and I'll go back to that. 1 Corinthians 16, verse 15. I beseech you, brethren, ye know the house of Stephanus, that is the first fruits of Achaia, that they have addicted themselves to the ministry of the saints. Addicted.
Ah.
I'm about to
Hey,
I'm about to
somebody
look
going
that
that
up.
word.
Yeah, I was all about that's what I said. That's the spirit.
Ah. You gotta be addicted. You gotta be addicted. Look, this truth gotta be spiritually practiced. You know, you gotta just you always trying to chase that.
Hey, it's like this incorruptible crown.
Right.
Hey, that's why the apostles still doing it. They addicted, man. They, you know, they would have been to the summer off or winter off, man. You know.
My star said he don't even think about it. He said,
Yeah, it's just
Saturday out. Saturday,
that's what
you
it
know
is.
I'll be at.
Right.
Or,
Every week in, week out, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're just not at camp, but doing your own thing. Your own thing. You know, your own videos.
yeah, come.
You know?
It says
Because at the end of the day, Jake don't believe America gonna get destroyed.
right. They're trying to heal Babylon. Trying to heal Babylon.
Like y'all niggas holding us back, man.
Yeah.
Right.
We're gonna be in the Lord said all Israel make these calling out my
Yeah,
We got a kingdom right now, like.
Yeah.
But niggas don't want to do that shit.
Yeah.
Hey, boss me, that's not how the Lord set it up.
Yeah. It's crazy because we got a greater blessing coming than what they trying to achieve in this man kingdom, man. They trying to be Esau and Esau trying to be them. Like what?
Like,
Jay crazy, man.
That's like this Babylon.
Exactly.
Straight confusion.
Yeah. Upside down, man. You want me to get this definition? It says 1 Corinthians 16 to 15 for addicted. It says to put in order, to station, to place in a certain order, to arrange, to assign a place, to appoint, to assign, appoint a thing to one. Let me see.
Right. To want. You got desire. This has to be your desire. You have to want. That goes back earlier. You have to want to do this thing. Man.
Right. It said.
It's at a point. All right, shit. You gotta be like, okay, I'm about to do this. Because we the opposite of people that's just don't want to serve the Lord. What stuff they got appointed to do is to do wickedness. Shit, I'm about to, when I wake up, I'm gonna smoke this blunt. I'm gonna see who trying to meet up, smoke some more. Shit,
Right.
Shorty was looking cute. You know, she got a nigga, but I don't care. Shit, they just constantly think of wickedness. Oh, let's go to the boyman later on. You feel me? Like they constantly think of wickedness, but we trying to start the righteousness. So we like, okay, shit, and camp shit. Saturday, perfect example. Brothers at camp. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like brothers waking up thinking about the Lord.
Yeah.
Niggas wake up, turn on, hop on their phone, go on Instagram, looking at everything else.
What's up?
But they ain't click on no video.
Right.
They ain't look at no scripture.
Yeah. And that's because this our first job, man. You know what I'm saying? Jake put everything else before it, man. This is the job. This is the first job, man. Yeah, man.
I can't wait to see.
Right. But it's an everyday thing, though. You know what I mean? Like that's how it's like. Camp is like a refreshing. You know what I mean? And then it starts like this is our week. Our week starting now. You know what I mean?
Right. The best 2 days of the week is camp day and the Sabbath day.
Yep. Refreshers, man. Hey, it says to appoint, ordain, order, but I went into I used the site ab1611.com, and I went to a diction on there. It says I usually use the site all the time. It says the act of devoting or giving up in practice the state of being devoted. Yeah.
Now you gotta be devoted for this thing. You have to want to do this, man. If you don't want to do it, man, that's on you, man. That's just on you. You know, but hey, for the ones in this truth, hey, you gonna keep going.
Yeah. It's good to say where your treasure is, there where your heart be also. Right?
And one more, it says devoted by customary practice. Yeah, man. So we practice this thing. It's a rehearsal, man. We're rehearsing the righteous acts. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna be an addict if you ain't never doing it? You know what I mean? Shit, it's like it.
God said one day it's gonna be perfect.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
This is 1 Corinthians 9 and verse 16. It says, "For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of, for necessity is laid upon me. Yea, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel." You know, so when you have this knowledge and this ability, you know, Paul said, "Woe and destruction unto me." Paul said, destruction unto me if I preach not the gospel. So, we got to know this. We keep going. Verse 17, it says, "For if I do this thing willingly, I have a reward. But if against my will, a dispensation of the gospel is committed unto me." So we do this thing willingly, man. We have a reward, man. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't. Like you said, like Apostle Carr said, "Hey, man, it's a Saturday and it's camp." You know what I'm saying? That's doing it willingly, man. Not, well, I gotta go to camp today and roll out of bed and stuff like that. Yeah. You gotta be on fire, man.
And I gotta do this. I can't do that. You know, hey, that's another thing. Jacob is in the emotions, man. You know, hey, I can't do this. I can't have this on the side.
Right.
Oh, what the fuck?
That's right.
Like, what the fuck?
You won't get nothing all week anyway. Shut up. They crazy.
God, like, bro, just serve the Lord, man. Hey, yo, wait. Oh, I lost my train of thought. It was a few things. He said, doing it willingly. Oh, to say that the commandments are not grievous.
Right.
This is not a grievous thing. Y'all trying to say my yoke is easy. It's an easy thing. It's just it's the easy part. If you can't do it, if you can't do this, what makes you think you gonna get through the Jacob struggle?
Right. Yeah, because the doors of mercy are still open. You know, shit. Cell phones and stuff like that, that's a form of mercy in a way, but it's pretty soon. MPs about to wipe, internet, brothers about to be splitting up. You're most likely gonna have some brothers who still dwell with each other at the time, but know what I mean?
Yeah, the scriptures say, the simplicity in Yahweh Shai, man. You know what I'm saying? This thing is simple, like you said, bro.
I got the precept I had quoted. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6, and verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
And heart goes back to the word mind.
Right.
Mind has to, whatever your mind is focused on, hey, that's what you're on. Like that's what your treasure is. You know, if your mind is on being a basketball player, you'll be dedicating yourself to be a great basketball player.
Right.
You know, hey, your mind on Yahweh Shai, you're gonna be serving the Lord.
Right. Yeah.
You know, if your mind is on making money, you know, getting women, you're gonna be doing that. You're gonna be trying to chase them in that.
Because it's all about that inner man, the lie. Because it goes on to say,
hey, like you said, like if you practice, if you in for basketball, shit, you putting in extra shots at the practice. You working hard because that's where your treasure is, man.
Right.
You know, so Jake, I mean, you know, the shit you got going on in your personal life, man. You know, it overtakes the ministry, man. Which means, like it's going into it, your treasure is the things you put your mind on, man. You know, so that's why we study. We go into words.
Right.
The apostles, you know, are good examples of the ministry in the body of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Going that extra mile to actually get, you know, gritty with this thing, man. Like, because why this is a part of us, man. You know, go ahead. All right.
It's a lot to real quick because the brother had mentioned that you know, putting out your mind where thieves can basically, That's why Yahweh Shai said, I think in John 11, that the thief comes out but to kill and destroy. You know what I'm saying? So the thief is Esau. So when all these things that we see is created by Esau, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why Yahweh Shai said, man, don't worry about that. Don't put your mind where a thief can corrupt anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Mark, I'm reading one more time.
Yeah,
it says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal.
Esau is that thief.
Like I say, the elements shall be burnt up. Everything, your brand new, your brand new 2022, that's getting burnt up. Everything in this place is getting burnt up, man.
Lord say coming like a thief.
That
destruction is gonna be that thief.
Right. So it's like
everything is gonna, like you said, it's gonna go.
It's like fuck that shit. Like it's like okay, if you got that, okay, you got it.
Right.
But if you too attached to it,
right,
you're gonna be hurt, man. A lot of you got the trees for you too. That set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. You're supposed to say that for a man. You're supposed to have things, not things, of our mindset geared towards the kingdom of heaven. Brother Prophet Mark said, get ourselves ready for that ruling class mindset. You know, basically kings and priests. So we're not worried about getting a Bugatti or running through a million thoughts. Like, you know, we try to get the kingdom. We try to do things righteous. I got a precept. It's 2 Corinthians 4:17. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, working for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. Say, while we look not at things which are seen, but the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. You know, so this present life is not, it's gonna die. You know, it's gonna pass away, man. So, hey, what our mind and what we really trying to do and where our compassion at is focusing on the kingdom, man. It say seek ye first the kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. The kingdom, the foundation of the kingdom is these scriptures, man. It goes back to this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Because who is the word? Yahweh Shah, man. You know, and Yahweh Shah is that chief cornerstone.
Mhm.
He's that foundation. So if you seek His word and His righteousness and following it, applying it, you know, hey, everything else gonna fall into place. You know, hey, this is a faith-based doctrine. This is not carnal doctrine where we gotta see things. You know, the second things that we see are temporal.
I got one for you. It says, going down to verse 22. Going down to verse 22, it says, the light of the body is the eye. You know? I'm in the same chapter.
Start saying coming back out.
This is the book of Matthew chapter 6. In verse 22, it says, the light of the body is the eye. You know, so hey, we got the vision of the kingdom. You see? You know, all the stuff that we see on a natural sense, you know, nice looking vehicles and, you know what I mean, money and all of this other stuff. We see that too, but we see something that's immortal. You see? It says the light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. And therefore the light that is in thee be darkness. How great is that darkness? But the point was, the light of the body is the eye.
So you gotta have a focus. You gotta focus on the kingdom of heaven, kingdom of Shah,
Right.
or you gonna focus on
Because it's like
the fall of light. It's like, what do you call this?
right, because it's like, where is your light? The light of the body is the eye, so wherever your eye is, that's where your light is going to be.
This is oh, you finished that first Corinthians
Chapter
15.
Yeah, I finished the chapter. Let me go back.
Read verse 15.
1 Corinthians 15, verse 58. Therefore, my beloved brother, be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord.
No, it says stand fast. Let's go back to that being single eye.
Right.
It says stand fast and unmovable. So because you're gonna be focused. That's like
Tunnel vision.
right, tunnel vision. Perfect example. I was thinking of this Kendrick Lamar music video. He was like in the middle of like there was like hella shit going on. He was focused, like going in. Just rapping, just going in. He focused.
Like
You know?
How about that whole Rick and Morty video? They got the band playing in the middle of the street.
Yeah. I think it was like cars and shit beside him. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta have tunnel vision. You gotta stand fast and unmovable. You gotta believe in your heart, whole heart, believe in your heart that this is about to happen. And I want to endure it to the end.
Scripture say, Psalms 116, I believe, therefore I have spoken. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Level of belief, how bad you want to speak His word. You know what I'm saying? When you believe, you're going to speak, you're going to declare it before it happens.
How bad do you want the kingdom?
Yeah.
How bad do you want to be 1 year to how much you got? You know, be a son of God, be king of kingdoms.
Yeah.
You know, bring how bad you want it.
You're going to train hard for it, man.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the point. You train hard for it. You know what I'm saying? So you can so you can get the reward, man.
Like Yahweh said, if my right hand offended, cut it off. You know what I'm saying? If anybody going to the kingdom maimed, you know what I'm saying, then have both hands and get destroyed. You know what I'm saying? So we get cut off our right hand or our left hand or right hand, whatever is offensive. You know what I'm saying? And doing the work.
Right. And then, hey, reply.
It says, therefore, 1 Corinthians 15, verse 58, therefore, my beloved brother, be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the
going back to what you pointed out about doing this willingly, it's gonna be a reward too. It ain't just gonna be you doing this for nothing. The Lord ain't just gonna be like, all right, go out there, preach this gospel, serve me, then just forsake you. Like that would be unjust, man. The Lord is a just power, and whatever image you put out, you gonna get that back. So hey, this is not in vain. It's hey, we gonna get paid. Like you say, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this down here. It's Matthew chapter 18, verse 27. It says, "Then answered Peter and said to him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore?"
Matthew 19.
So like Matthew 19 and 27, it say,
That's the spirit. I've been holding that the whole time.
oh, for real?
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
That's the spirit.
It say, then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? So, hey, Peter, like, man, what we gonna get paid? Where we gonna get paid for this, man?
Right.
Like, what we getting for this? We gave up everything. We didn't cut off that right arm. We didn't gave up everything, man. What we gonna get?
Forsaken family.
God. They say, and Yahushua said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye shall also sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. So hey, that's that joint heirs, man.
Right.
And that's that order, because Peter is King David in the reincarnation. And King David and the rest of the 12 disciples is gonna be right under Yahushua. Then the rest of the elect. And it say, everyone that have forsaken houses or brethren or sisters or father or mother or wife or children or lands for my name's sake shall receive 100-fold and shall inherit the everlasting life. But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first. So hey, everlasting life that's gonna be the benefit. You're gonna receive sevenfold, like you say. I think that's what Luke first.
Yeah. Either sevenfold or secondfold.
But you gonna get all of that back, man. It's gonna be perfect.
This is Ecclesiasticus Sirach 36 and verse 16. It says, "Rewards them that wait for thee, and let thy prophets be found faithful." So that's what we're doing, man. We waiting on you. How much you got, man? So that way he can find his faithful. You know what I'm saying? That patience, that endurance, that the brothers are breaking down. All that goes into being a true prophet. It takes endurance to do this.
All right, I'm about to get this Revelation chapter 15, verse 1. And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues. For in them is filled up the wrath of the Most High. And I saw as it were a sea of glass, mingled with fire,
I just had that.
and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the marks of the Most High. So that sea of glass is talking about the ozone layer. And when the chariots come back, the elect is going to be kingdom. Like Tara said, it's going to be that big chariot. All the elect members will get victim on that. The biggest one.
Fathership.
Fathership. Now the shot gonna be on. And they're gonna be looking down. They're gonna be looking down with victory, man. And it said, I'm gonna bring it back. It said, and I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast and his image and over his mark. So they said, fuck the society. We ain't about to take the ship and we already not about to just be chilling around moles and shit, man.
Right.
And,
Right.
bro, and doing all this wickedness and folly and shit.
Yeah,
Man.
God, man.
You know, hey, so Lord, when we the elect, we ain't gonna be with the chip either. You know, because if you take the chip, you ultimately say, I'm cool with Babylon. I'm cool how everything is. I'm gonna like to go back to normal and this and that. No, man, the elect not gonna be in that spirit. They gonna overcome this place, man. It said that they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb. You know, the elect. It say, thank you, and over his heart and over the number of his name. Stay on the sea of glass at the hearts of the Most High. So, Lord, what are we gonna make? We're gonna get the victory, man. The Lord just saying, Lord, he that endured to the end, the same shall be saved. You know? It say, and they sing the song of Moses, the servant of the Most High, and the song of the Lamb, saying, great and marvelous are thy works, Lord God Almighty, just and true are thy ways, thou King of saints. So they're going to be giving praises to God while shop, bro. Hey, it say that they going to be scarcely saved. Picture a nuclear missile coming your way, or the what is it called? The fire that, like that, the after effects.
Yeah.
The fire blowing towards you.
Oh,
yeah. That twinkling of an eye.
Right.
Then you got a new body. And you just got victory. You just got like, damn, bro, that's gonna be the best feeling on earth, bro. Like,
hell yeah, because that shit gonna be scary as fuck. Even the sound of the motherfucking missiles
right
in the air is gonna be loud as hell, man. You know, noticeable to you know, everybody over here.
Even Edris, when he saw all the destruction, you know, he said that he was so afraid, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yeah, that's that. Yeah, he said a great earthquake. It's gonna be hitting the ground. It's gonna be shaking. It's gonna cause earthquakes. Volcanoes to erupt. You know what I'm saying?
You got the Leviathan out here.
Yeah.
Bro. Hurricane. Bro, look at the missile. Hit the ground. All right, let's click for a second. The whole Lake Erie, bro, gonna fucking.
Yeah, man.
Tsunami. Then the radiation from the water, from the nuclear missile hitting the water, radiation, that's just splashing.
High rises falling. You know.
Gas. Last summer they did gas lines, cars and shit.
Man.
We just had a high rise shit fall in Miami.
I'm saying it's a scripture that you know, always bring in mind. You know, the earth is gonna toss to and fro like a drunk. You know.
And the lake will go overcome all of that and get the victory. Like, bro, that's gonna be cold as fuck. Like,
hey,
get the victory like it's nothing, man. Like this is a season. We had to go through this season, man. You know, so because why summer is not, man. To get to that summertime, man. We're going through the winters and shit. You know, the tough times, man.
What time?
5:47.
All right, time. There's 5:47.
Yeah, that was quick. I ain't.
We're at hour 39.
That's.
All right, time.
Yeah, we did get over here.
I'm about to get this. This is on James chapter 1, verse 12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. And I was trying to say, if you love me, keep my commandments. So, if you following the Lord, the Lord's going to give you that crown of life. You know, if you just endure the
bent.
Cause oh yeah, cause Zechariah, I'm about to get this. Cause it said when he is tried, right? Zechariah 13.
Hit that nigga with the Carl Winslow.
Hey, it say, and it shall come to pass that in all the land saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part to the fire wall, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. So there you go. That's that trial tribulation. That's the being tried, man, and enduring through it. He said they said that third part, which is the 1/3 of so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indian descent, and it said that the Lord is going to leave that part and destroy the two parts, the two parts.
Right.
And it say and they shall call on my name, and I will hear them. And I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my God. So the elect is going to be brought through that fire, man. They're going to be delivered from the nuclear missiles that's coming, man. It says 6 troubles the Lord shall deliver thee, that 7 shall not touch you. That 7 is trouble is the missiles, man. And the elect is going to be delivered from that, man. You know?
I got to preach that. Revelation chapter 3 and 10, well, point in 12, I'm starting at 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience. Right. And so, going into that patience, you know what I'm saying, we suffered, man. You know what I'm saying? It says, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which will come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Now, our temptation is dealing with this MOB, man. You know what I'm saying? Being implemented by the slamdemic. All right. It says, behold.
It's going to be mandatory everywhere across the whole earth.
Yep.
And you going to need y'all about trying to get out of this.
Yep.
Right.
We in that time, man. Yep.
Like, bro, how can you escape?
Right.
Yep.
You got to get it at the grocery store. Now you got to get it at the gas station. You know, you don't tighten the grip around with them draconian laws.
Hey, prime example, I had a part, I used to own this business, and what we had to do is, you know, when they, before the credit cards got the chips on them, this was like a couple years ago, man, we had to go into all the stores, and we had to threaten them and say, y'all gonna get shut down if y'all don't switch to the machines with the chip on them. So Esau gonna move in, and these businesses gonna have to be closed. They're gonna tell you y'all can't open. They was already seen it with the mask.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You gotta shut down if you ain't mandating this in order for them to come in and do that.
Well, he know that. That's why when this pandemic did hit, a lot of the family-owned businesses got shut. You know, because he really trying to scoot a lot of them out the way, so that he can just directly.
You take the middle class out,
right?
Rich and poor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Benefits on top of benefits.
Right.
If you take the thing, talking about traveling for free for a whole year. I did an article today. I did a video on it today. They were saying that Chipotle giving out free burritos and Panera Bread giving out something free. I can't remember. If you take the thing, because what they trying to add in the article is about how it's not a lot of younger people taking it like that. So they trying to like get the younger taking it.
Hey, then you got the UBI too. You got the homeless people.
Yeah.
So what about them? So you're gonna have to issue in that UBI, universal basic income, to actually implement everybody else, man.
Right.
Good. Oh, hold on. Yeah, it's more than this real quick.
Bagels. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy. It says, behold, I come quickly.
Oh, and another one. I see what it said.
Donuts.
No, not that. It says something like, should you be friends with unvaccinated people? So, or like basically they trying to make it to where you gotta tell them. They trying to make it to the point where All right, no, because there was another one article. It said
With the
in
dad,
the article
with the
it
dad.
said people who got vaccinated, they don't want no unvaccinated people around them.
That's
Yeah.
a
So
separation.
they trying to make it to where, all right, you ain't with the program, you gonna tell on your ass.
Right.
You know,
Man, Esau, man.
Hey, it was a son and dad. It was an article about a son and dad. The son turned his dad in for some shit because of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, we in those times, bro.
Yeah, he turned it into.
Like I said to that, you're talking about people going against each other. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
right.
That's that separation.
Right.
They say the level maybe felt
Yeah.
like
Wax old.
gold.
Yep. I was thinking that. Yep. It said Revelations 3:11. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Right, man. Stay diligent, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't take your hand off the plow, man. Trust the process. In order for like an NBA team to win a championship, that means the people on the team bought into the system. You know, they trusted the process, man. So we got to get those crowns. We trust in the process. We trust in the team that the Lord set up, and we trust the process. It says, him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my power. So hey, it's about overcoming. And he shall go no more out, and I will write upon him the name of my power and the name of the city of my power, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my power, and I will write upon him my new name. Right, we're gonna have new identities, man. That new identity the Lord is gonna give us, and because we overcame, Lord willing, we a part of that number, and now we a pillar, man. A pillar holds things up, man. So that government is established again, man.
And it goes back to that reward.
Yep.
You know, this is not in vain. It's gonna be a benefit with this. You just gotta be patient.
Yep.
Right.
Patient, man. Suffer a little. Suffer a little.
Real quick, laying back on the point you made earlier, you said that the Lord, the business, we would have to go through all this and then just leave the time drop. Luke chapter 18, verse 7. And shall not the Most High visit on the elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear along with them? So, like we mentioned in Zechariah, those things as chastisement and for every fight. Verse 8, I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man comes, shall he find faith on the earth? We're going to find that faith in the elect.
Hey, watch them moving, bro. Whatever I step on. I cleared my shoes, brother.
People live flesh, people to the system, man.
You gotta stand on gas and everything.
Right. It's some people that still, hey, it's saying when you come back, you want to see the service work. You know, they're gonna be working while they're gonna have the faith. You know, this is Lamentations chapter 3, verse 26. It say, it is good that a man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of Yahweh Shah. So, hey, because it's gonna be worth it, man. We just hope quietly. It say quietly hope and wait for Yahweh Shah. Salvation of Yahweh Shah. It is good because there's gonna be a good benefit, a great benefit. You know.
Zephaniah 3:8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdom, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger, for the earth shall be devoured in the power of my jealousy. So that's the thing, because long story short, the spirit is, it's like gearing up, more and more demons, it's more, vexation and things like that. You're going to be tempted, to do some things, in the flesh. I remember, one of the arguments, briefly going over that. But the thing is, we're on a different program. We have to operate differently. As far as the flesh is concerned, there's certain things we have to refrain from doing. But at the same time, we've seen it before. We've had countless testimonies. As far as the Heavenly Father, fighting for us, as far as situations we have to deal with, where we might have wanted to do things in the flesh, but the spirit, Heavenly Father, is fighting for us behind the scenes.
Right. Or personal testimony, more than once. You could be about to go off about to go off, about to break the law, doing something, and the Lord interfered, and you don't even keep going on. You're like, damn, oh shit. No, because hey, the Lord is a merciful power at the end of the day, bro. You know, and He's about to show mercy, bro. Because at the end of the day, everybody up here, all the brothers on the other side, me and this brother, everybody up here right now deserves death 10 times plus 10 times 10. You know, because we sinned against the Lord. And we kept doing it. We kept doing it. We kept doing it. We just kept doing it. You know, and we still doing it. You know, so we deserve death at the end of the day, bro. But hey, like Lamentations 3 and 22, it say, it is of the Lord's mercy that we are not consumed. You know, and the Lord showing us mercy.
Yo, the spirit never switched up. This is St. Matthew 19 and 27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have then? But then, it goes back into, it's one of the things, just being, generally, tempted by the flesh, that's another thing, as far as, having that, lack of patience, because you might want to, just like make moves, as far as, you might have, like bills to pay or something like that, but, that's just something that, that other thing, you have to have, that portion of faith, to know that, not only is that current situation going to be taken care of, but, that you're going to receive that reward. That Yahushua, he needs to, remind, Peter and the rest of those disciples, that they are indeed going to receive a reward. Verse 28. And Yahushua said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, he also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And every one that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive an hundredfold, and shall inherit everlasting life. That's the thing, because when you come into this truth, you have to forsake a lot of things. Whether it be, like I was, wives, or your woman, or houses, property, or certain assets. Because when you come into this truth, you have to operate, in a certain manner, to where, because, you even have to, in essence, you even have to put your hand on the plow, on the left-hand side. Because those lower, luminaries, those celebrities, there's a certain, MO that they have to, operate. That goes with us, as well, on the right-hand side. So there's certain, let's say that there's, this position, it pays, $1,000 an hour, but you have to be, clean shaven for some reason. That's just one small example.
And another thing too, because you could be doing something like Paul said. All things that are lawful are not expedient. So you could be doing something that's not a sin or nothing, but it's not really it could be like holding back from certain things that we do. So you might give up certain carnal things that's not off just so you could be benefited in the truth, and so you can strive to endure for your benefit, for your salvation. Because it's another one. It's about how if you forsake those things, you will receive a hundredfold. If it's a sevenfold, you will receive a hundredfold. Go ahead. Yeah, that's the right.
This is Colossians chapter 3 and verse 9. It says, Lie not one to another, seeing that ye have put off the old man with his deeds, and have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him. So that's what you got. That's what your brother was going into. About throwing off the old ways, You know what I'm saying? And putting on righteousness, man. That's what this mercy is for, man. To in Titus it talks about the grace is to teach us to deny ungodly things, all wickedness, basically paraphrasing. So that's what we are here to do, man.
Fine. Talk about all, man. Since you said that, I'm gonna get this one. This the book of Luke, chapter 9, verse 23. It say, and he said to them, all, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. I want to do this. I want to go to this party. I want to do this. No. The Lord said, deny yourself first. Put the Lord first.
Right.
Put your emotions to the side. Put your pride to the side. Put the Lord first. And follow after the day. You gotta do what's required. They say what's much is given is much is required. It's easy to say it and then it's done, but somebody got to do the job, man. It say, for whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever will lose his life for my sake, the same shall save it. But at the end of the day, it's nothing to hold on in this world anyway. The Lord, because that's another thing, Jake. Because Jake is trying to hold on to stuff in the Lord, hold on to stuff in the world, and want to do certain things in the world, and they feel like they can't do it because they ain't the truth. Like, the Lord don't care if you chilling with a female, y'all got a room and y'all chilling and you kicking it for the night with her, you got a drink and stuff. The Lord don't care about stuff like that, man. What the Lord is concerned about is you serving Him. Where is your mindset? Where's your relationship with Him, man? If you ain't breaking the law, if that's what you do, if that's what benefits you and fit you in the truth, all right, go ahead. That's on you. But when you start putting other stuff before your priority, which is your watching your own shot, that's when the Lord get in. Like, feel something like, hold on. When it say, for what is a man advantage if he gain the whole world and lose himself or be cast away? So, like Brother quoted, it's better to have one arm and enter the kingdom than have two of your arms and perish. Like, what benefit you get if you just gain everything, pleasing your flesh, how you feel good about yourself, just to lose it all and die? They just lose all stuff in the flesh, don't die, and give it salvation and get stuff better than what you want to do. Hey, I know y'all said that, but the truth don't make you free. We don't have time to do everything what we want to do. We have eternity to do. Right now we don't got time to do all the stuff that we want to do. Even with to a certain extent, like stuff in the truth, you might be doing, trying to study something, then you look up, I gotta go to work now. Fuck. Like the time is short right now, man. I keep quoting it. I'm probably gonna get the scripture, but it say, that's the point of that. But I'm gonna get this. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 31. It say, verse 29. It say, but this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none, and they that weep as though they weep not, and they that rejoice as though they rejoice not, and they that buy as though they possess not. Because at the end of the day, all these things is temporal, man. So you can't be putting your mind and your heart into these things. That's what Paul's saying. He's like, all right, if you got wives, if you got whatever you got this. As long as your heart ain't into this, as long as you still doing what you got to do, and that's what the mindset is. And verse point and say, and they that use this world, that's not abusing, for the fashion of this world passes away. So this shit gonna pass away. So don't get caught up in the world. Don't get caught up in the world.
All right, Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. And then I just wanted to get precept upon precept real quick. Romans 13:11. And that, knowing the time, that it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe. So basically, that's what time it is. It's time to repent. We can see, that it's spiritually closing time for Babylon. There's less and less. Here's some shit right here. So I know that, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure, like both of us are up in age, a little bit. So I know, like 20 years ago, around that time, I was in my late teens and all that. I remember, those time, the parents was just like, you need to get a job. We're gonna drop you off. We're gonna pick up some applications and all that. The application process usually are, real strenuous. Even if you wanted to, let's say you wanted to work at, the pizza place across the street, they want 3 references, those references better not have a criminal record, they want to know, where you worked before, the name of that manager, his phone number. Have you ever been fired from a job? Now it doesn't matter. That's how desperate they are now. You could just you could walk in. You can start. That very same day. As far as how easy it is to obtain certain things. That were deemed important. You're giving away free money left and right.
And it's fair to say, it say, the grinding shall cease. It's another one though. It said
victuals being sold cheap.
Because you were saying that pretty much all of these facilities need workers. They need employees. It's lacking everywhere. Really, it's lacking.
That was, a quick example. As far as that's just one of many. Every single issue that we can bring up, is just the tip of the iceberg. All right. But I just wanted to let's see. I'm going to skip down to verse 6. All right, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away. All right.
Right now it's time to cast away the stuff of this world and to keep and embrace Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Embrace His Holy Spirit. Well, I got one more. This 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 7. But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer. So come. Hey, all this shit is going to be over. So listen, Lord, keep the faith, man, and fight that good fight.
The scriptures say better is the end of a thing than the beginning of it.
So, Lord, brothers and everybody, with that, we're going to close out with the Lord praise on your boy, too.
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakar Kadash.
Honor to the apostle, elders, great millstone, will. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom and the God, the ball.
Baba Ball.